Hey guys, welcome back. This is episode number 4. If you've been following episodes 1 to 3 so far, you're now becoming much better at understanding how to use some of the muscles around your tummy and your hips that perhaps you haven't used before very much. By now you're probably realizing that they needed a bit of work, and that's fine, but the exercise purpose of this video is to put all those pieces together in a task which is much more functionally relevant. We're going to do a lunge today, and the purpose of the lunge is that you're going to try to switch on the muscles in your tummy. You're going to need to use the muscles in the back and outside of your hip all at the same time, which is why it's very important you've tried episodes 1 to 3 first before you try and do this one. For the purpose of the lunge, this is a very misunderstood exercise, so we're going to talk about the technicalities of the movement just briefly before I demonstrate the execution of it. When you step, we have a tendency with our athletes to overstep and overstride with this. The two biggest components I want you focusing on with your lunge is as follows. When you step forward and you lower yourself down towards the floor, you should end up in a position where it's virtually right angles. Ankles are right angle, the knees are right angle, my back leg is a right angle, and my body is upright. These are the kind of lines that we're looking for. What we're not looking for is this kind of position, where your body's leaning right over the front of your toes, your knee is behind your toes, or in front of your ankle line. These are some of the common errors that we see that look something like this. When we do them badly, as opposed to when we drop down into a nice position, we get this upright posture the whole time. Very tricky movement, and may require a little practice and actual rehearsal of just seeing how far apart your feet need to be. You may even mark that distance on the floor at home to give you an idea how big a step is necessary until you learn this movement. The execution of this is as follows. You're going to start with your tummy active in the same way as in episode number 1. You are going to step forward with either your dominant or non-dominant leg, doesn't matter, but you're going to avoid stepping into a tightrope position. You're going to maintain the width of your feet throughout the movement. So as follows. So step forward, drop down, and push back out and balance. Throughout the movement, I'm conscious of my stomach position. You'll notice when my foot hits the floor that my knee does not cave inwards across the line of my big toe. It stays engaged in line with my toes, which demonstrates that I'm using my hip appropriately. If your leg is deviating, it means you're becoming lazy or not using those muscles appropriately. And that goes for foot strike, and also pushing off. At no point in the movement should that happen. From the side view, you'll notice that when I step down, my body remains upright the whole time. At no time do I lean forward into the movement, like this, because this causes a big back arch, which is a horrible lesson for your body to learn. We're going to keep nice and tight, drop straight down to the floor, and be active the whole time. You're going to have to play with this exercise. It's a really nice way of putting all the other videos so far together.